Jeff Blankman joined right now by 4 of the Audubon Wheelers boys at track team down here at the state track meet. They all 4 ran in the distance medley, and Joseph Zaiger, who we'll talk to last, also competed in discus. But we'll start off here as we duck flying discs with Jensen. Jackson in the distance medley today. How did things go for you today? How'd you feel?
I felt good coming out of the blocks. I really like running in the inside lanes. I really feel like I can actually catch up to people instead of getting blown away by the really fast kids. Felt pretty good though.
You said you felt good out of the blocks. How strong were you?
I felt really good around the curve, but then the back stretch near the end, I kind of got really tough.
Any wind, anything with the conditions that impacted y'all, or were you able to handle and fight through that pretty well today?
I mean, a lot of our track meets this year have been kind of like this weather, so it's nothing new, but it does affect how I run, I think, how everyone runs, really.
How were you able to fight through that tough part of the back stretch to get to the handoff?
Just put your head down and run.
How was the handoff here today?
Me and Joe's handoff, I felt was really good.
Okay, what are you going to take away? A couple of events down here today. You still got stuff to go, but what have you taken away from being down at state so far this year?
They're really, really good athletes down here. Really going to have to work next year to come back.
Well, I tell you what, great job today. Looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's move over to Tyler Riebhoff. And Tyler, what leg did you run here today?
I had the quarter today, the third leg of the D-Med.
And how did that go for you?
I thought I kept up pace pretty well with the pack on the backstretch there, and then probably about the last 50, they started pulling away, and I felt like I really tightened up. But I still ran my fastest split, I heard, so that's pretty good considering the weather. I think I could have been lower 52s, higher 51s. It was a nice day.
How did you fight through, getting a little bit tight as they pulled away from you to be able to kind of still run that good time?
I mostly tried focusing on keeping my stride length full and not really season up as much as I could have. I've learned, actually, down here my freshman year, I had a really bad experience in one of those 400s and really died and tightened up and strained, but I thought I kept it decently loose that last 50.
What are you going to take from today to roll into the shuttle finals tomorrow?
It just was a good day to get out. I mean, not the nicest day, but it was fun to run again around the Blue Oval, obviously. I think it was just another day to stay loose, and compete in an event instead of sitting for another day. And I thought it was good to get out here and move.
Well, I appreciate you joining us here today. Best luck and enjoy the food later on.
Yes, thank you.
We won't say where, but enjoy the food. Let's move over now to Kate Jensen. Kate, I know you have the 800. You're the distance man of this crew. Take us through that first lap, and what was your strategy first lap into second lap today?
My first lap, of course, this is state. There's guys down here that's been pretty good anchoring that D-Med, so I mean, everybody's good. You just gotta try to stick with those guys. I mean, they're running it for a reason, so that first lap, I was just trying to hold on and push it a little bit, try to stay in the same position that I got the baton in, just working hard.
How was the pace? Was it pretty quick?
Oh yeah, that first lap, the pace was pretty quick. The second lap slowed down a little bit, but yeah, that first lap, everybody was running fast, and you just had to try to keep up with everybody, I guess.
Did you have something left for that second lap, able to make up a little distance when things slowed down? Or?
Yeah, the first 200 of that second lap, I felt great, but then once I hit that 200 meters left, I kind of slowed down a little bit, and it got a little tough, but I just tried to push through it.
How do you fight? Is it just something in you that you just dig down deep inside?
Yeah, you find something when you're like, you got that 200 meters left and you're dying, and you just find something inside of you that makes you push, and that really helps.
What's kind of the difference running here compared to like state cross country? I mean, you're running a lot different, longer distance at state cross country, but what is it? What's the difference between the two events for you?
Cross country, I guess you have guys to run with the whole 3 miles, and you really gotta. I guess it's more strategic in cross country. Track, you got 2 laps to run that half mile as fast as you can. You only have a certain amount of time with the guys. In cross country, you get going and you figure out who you can run with. Or a track, you just have those 2 laps, and you gotta try to stick with the guy you might not know, or you're not going to know how fast he is, so you just gotta, I guess you have to adapt faster and learn who you're running with.
Cade, appreciate you joining us. Great job here today.
Thank you.
Let's move over now to Joseph Zaiger. Joseph, you had kind of a crazy morning here today. You were in the discus, but you also had to go run the distance medley, which was kind of right in the middle of the disc time for you today. Let's start with the distance medley. You ran the 2. How did you feel in there, and did you feel pressured to kind of get done and get back over here to the disc area?
Yeah, I guess first we went over here to try to check in, but they said you need to come when they call it. So we came back, and they said that once you run it, hustle back over here because you might not get any warm-ups or they could potentially scratch you. So I had that in the back of my mind going into the 200, and I guess the 200 went all right, but I ran back over here, got ready for the discus, I guess. But
how did you feel during the 200? Were you able to kind of relax and just go run?
yeah, I guess I don't think of much when I run, just kind of try to go fast, I guess.
Good handoffs on both ends for you?
Yeah, the handoffs felt good.
Okay. So then you run back over here after sprinting the 200. Did you get to see the rest of the distance medley, or did you finish up and head straight over
No, I
here?
tried. I mean, I looked up a few times, but I had to go put on my throwing shoes and get over here, so.
Okay. How much did it impact? I know you're disappointed with how the disc went today. Didn't have your best day, but how much do you think kind of having to scramble back and forth like that really affected you?
I guess for me, it's more nerves than anything, because once I start thinking about stuff, I get worked up. And my best throws are when I'm relaxed, and I guess today wasn't really the day. So.
Which one did you feel like was your best throw here today?
Honestly, my first warm-up when it was just a power position, it felt good. But other than that, the ring was a little slick, and I guess.
What are you going to take away, though, from memories? I know discus is going to be something maybe you can just kind of flush a little bit, but what are you going to take away from just being down here?
I guess the feeling of not doing good, and I guess will drive me to do better next year. But
I tell you what, I know you. I know how hard you're going to work. I know I will see you back down here next year, and looking forward to talking to you after that one.
Thank you.